Okay, so look, I'm in a few minds about this one, okay? Because on the one hand, okay, because on the one hand, you, Richard Spencer's a bad dude, okay? Nope, it's not a joke, as far as I can ascertain. Yeah. Okay, let's read. I should start doing that. So basically, Richard Spencer is unironically riding with Biden. Okay, this isn't a joke. This isn't a drill. Okay, this is a legitimate thing that is happening. I genuinely don't think that he's trolling here. Oh, hey, Comrade Jock. I genuinely believe that this is a serious thing, okay? No, I think he genuinely thinks Biden is the better choice than Trump. I think one thing that some people aren't aware of is opinion has turned massively against Trump amongst the dissident right. Okay? Exactly. Yeah, Comrade Jock's nailed it. That's correct. Trump and his cabinet have been quite supportive of Israel. So that's like a big like cross on the scorecard for Trump, right? So exactly right. So he came up with this fire and fury, this anti-immigrant rhetoric, this racist rhetoric, and so on. But yeah, he's become a they would call a cuckservative. That goes back a little way, that insult. So yeah, he is now riding with Biden. Okay. And also, I did see another tweet as well, where essentially Richard Spencer said that his belief is that Joe Biden would be tough on crime. Okay, look. I plan to vote for Biden on a straight Democratic ticket. It's not based on accelerationism or anything like that. The Liberals are clearly more competent people. Jesus. He's on Team Joe. You think it's Nazi accelerationism? Okay. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't like rule that out necessarily. Whew. There's a lot to unpack there, isn't there? Jesus. Nazis are liars, or I just take him at his word. Oh yeah, that is true. Like, remember that bridge? Like, there's the cathedral. The concept of the cathedral. That's like a. We watched that. Listen to that audio tape about it. There is a lot of rhetoric about accelerationism on the right. You're correct. So yeah. Yeah, sure. Like I say, it could well be that Richard Spencer is just lying, and he does think it's accelerationism. What's this? Seems counterintuitive, but Hill Dog might have been the lesser of two evils in 2016. As someone said earlier, voting for Trump was likely picking up a gun and pulling the trigger, only to find out the chamber was empty. I've learned something from that experience. The idiots who wanted to trigger the libs cost us dearly. In spite of what they've told you, they had no plan beyond triggering the libs. Yeah. I disagree with that. I think there was a plan, but it's just the plan didn't suit the goals of the dissident right to a strong enough degree. I think Trump was a dud. Hill dog, yeah. Oh my god. Jesus, cursed. Talk about cursed images. Anyway, the vote blue no matter who people should be celebrating. What's the utilitarian calculus on the amount of people that Richard Spencer's going to get to vote for Biden with his advocacy? The Libs should stop complaining. This is good for them. There's more voters coming their way. That's what they want, isn't it? They spend all day hassling lefties that aren't particularly jazzed about voting Biden online. And then when Richard Spencer says he's going to vote for Biden on his big platform, they say, oh, we don't want your vote. Do you want to get Biden elected or not? Hey? Come on. There was probably some form of influence in like the alt-right, dissident right voting for Trump in 2016. So this should be good. You should be celebrating this. This should be something that you embrace with both hands. Right? Is that how it works? Come on. Stop complaining. You've got some more votes coming your way. Absolute hypocrites. You should be retweeting unironically and uncritically Richard Spencer's willingness to vote for Biden. Well, I tell you what, if they're worried about stuff being weaponized, right? Like, who remembers, listen, who remembers the absolute fury that people had when Joe Rogan endorsed Bernie Sanders? Well, Joe Rogan didn't even really truly endorse Bernie Sanders. He just sort of mentioned it in passing in a discussion, right? And basically, like, Bernie cut it into like an ad, that his team cut it into an ad. And the Libs lost their minds. They were furious about the fact that Joe Rogan had endorsed Bernie. They were criticising Bernie and Bernie's fan base and Bernie's followers and Bernie's supporters because Joe Rogan had endorsed Bernie. Now look. Uh-oh. Now look what's happened. Oops. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Because now your candidate is being supported by a literal Nazi. Oh no. Uh-oh, stinky. Oops. Maybe you should have thought about that one. Oh dear. And hey, listen. It wasn't even as if Joe Rogan explicitly said, oh, I'm definitely going to vote Bernie. It was more of a passing thing he made in an interview, and it was cut in such a way as to make it sound like more of an endorsement of Bernie. This is literally a Nazi coming out and saying, I'm going to vote for Biden. I think Biden's going to be tough on crime. I think Biden is a good choice for the United States. Oh dear. Liberals have origami spines. True. So yeah, just remember that. Now look, here's the thing. Here's the serious point though, okay? Right? Here's the serious thing. It doesn't. You can't control what public figures will vote for you, and it is like, listen, I just like laughing about it for me because the Libs were such dicks when Rogan endorsed Bernie. They were so aghast. The righteous indignation that they engaged in, absolutely despicable. And now they're just quietly going, "Oh, we don't actually want your vote." Well, now the turkeys come home to roost, libs. You've got the endorsement of a Nazi. What does that tell you about your candidate? Well, the answer is it doesn't really tell you much. To be fair, to be really honest, and this is the same position that I held when like Rogan endorsed Bernie. Is that like it? Look, let me show you something. This is enlightening. One sec. Look. This is the same thing, but the inverse. Well, sort of the inverse. This is why you don't turn endorsements into like a political bludgeon, right? It doesn't tell you anything. And whilst it's fun to meme about it and it's fun to mock the libs a little bit for it, you shouldn't use it as a bludgeon, because inevitably someone who has got bad views or whatever will eventually endorse your candidate that's on your side, like that happened here. Nick Griffin declared his support for Jeremy Corbyn. So you've got to be careful. And it's nice to see the libs get like a little bit of a little taste of their own medicine now. But this is what happens. Nick Griffin supported Jeremy Corbyn. Like, is that a slight on Jeremy Corbyn? Well, I don't think so. Oh, sorry, Nick Griffin was leader of the BNP, the British National Party. Yeah. Well, the former BNP leader, which is like a far right kind of group. It's similar politics to like to funnily enough, it's similar politics to Richard Spencer, like an actual literal Nazi. So yeah, this essentially is the equivalent of what's happened. So yeah, UKIP but in beta. That's a good way of putting it. Remember Nick Griffin. Why did my Twitter get suspended? It got suspended. My first Twitter got suspended because I got in a fight with some Nazis and we got a bit spicy. And then my second one got banned because of ban evasion. But yeah. Unironically, I think... Yeah, just a piece of shit. I think that Richard Spencer endorsing Biden will have a more significant impact on the amount of people that will vote Biden than all of the fucking people combined whining about lefties not wanting to vote or not being totally thrilled about voting. Oh, sorry, chat on screen. So yeah, should be a cause of celebration for all the Biden shills. You've brought another member into the fold. Congratulations on your on an absolutely stunning endorsement from one of the get on with it. What do you mean? I'm trying to find this tweet where he talks about crime. I'm sure there was a tweet, but I didn't. I just saw it in passing. Yeah, Trump had the same problem with David Duke. Hey, I'll do the stream at my own pace, thank you. Who do you think you are telling me to get on with it? You chill out. I don't get on with it. You chill out. Who do you think you are telling me to hurry up? Hey? I'm trying to find this other tweet. Yeah, exactly. Chop chop. In fact, I tell you what, you can catch a timeout for that. Okay, how about that? For disrespecting me. There we go. Have a little timeout for that one. I'm not standing for that in my chat. Okay. No, we've not spoken about that. I'll speak about that later. I've got some other stuff I want to cover. Oh, come on, look. I go at the pace I want to go. Like, I'm not going to be rushed along just because someone wants me to talk about something else. I don't stand for that, okay? I wouldn't... ZJD, I wouldn't ban you. Where's the 1.5 speed button? Yeah. Oh, look, okay. Anyway, look, listen, I can't find the tweet, so... But there is look, I will tell you, there is a tweet where Richard Spencer says Biden and Harris will be tougher on crime than Trump and Barr, and they'll do more to push back Antifa and stuff like that. Okay. Right. Now I'm ready to move on.